Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a huge declutter for you, and this isn't one that I'm like super proud of. So I have done a whole bunch of declutters here on my channel. I started my channel, when did I start it? About 2016, 2015, and that's when I kind of blew up and wanted to buy all the makeup, kind of got makeup, beauty care obsessed. Then I started to get into project panning because I noticed my items were getting old and I wasn't using them. So I started doing project panning and I was still buying stuff. So 2015, 2016 was when I just got married and I was really into makeup. I was filming videos, buying things, reviews, all that kind of stuff. And this year now it's 2020, so I took a good look at all of my beauty, skincare, hair care, all that kind of stuff, and determined that I have a lot of really old products. I was starting to think maybe I should just try and use them up, project pan them, but I know realistically from project panning here on my channel for a couple of years that I won't be able to use them all, especially eyeshadow palettes and blushes, things like that. So I really wanted to start this new decade with products that were not super old that I can work on, and just really hardcore think and look at my products and move on from there. So I have a lot to share with you. Pretty much what I did was I looked at kind of like the recommended how long you should have some products open. I kind of went with the rule of 4 years for powder products. Liquid products are about a year, 2 years for me. Lipsticks are about 3 years, and anything like they recommended, I kind of added an extra year for me personally, or I just looked at the product, try the product on, see kind of my thoughts and the feelings on them, and then decluttered it that way. So I basically have a reverse rouge, and if you haven't seen LS, she's done a reverse rouge challenge where she tries to use up $1,000 worth of Sephora makeup up. I'm basically decluttering over $1,000 worth of old expired makeup, and that hurts, and it's really sad to say. And a lot of these products were products that were discontinued or special edition, things like that, that I really wanted at the time. I really wanted to use, and then I was afraid to use them because I didn't want to use them up. So lessons learned in last decade. This decade I'm going to use the products that I love. I'm going to get rid of anything that I don't really like, pass it on if it's not too old yet, and just get rid of it if it is kind of towards the older mark. So like I said, a huge Ulta bag, but full of products I'm decluttering. So I'm going to share with you guys some of these products, why I'm decluttering them if they're not super old, and the ones that are super old. What kind of pushed me to do this, I was already planning on doing it, but Ashley here on YouTube, I'll leave her channel down below, she just did a declutter video, and she had the Tarte blush palette, the Bling It On palette, which I love. I'll share it with you guys here in a little bit. But she was saying how old that was, and I looked, and I have a spreadsheet on my computer where I put the dates that I purchased or got it for a birthday gift or Christmas gift, everything. And I have some products, especially eyeshadow, blushes and stuff, that were 2012 old, and I honestly love them and I love to use them, but I don't want to put that on my face. In December, Jackson got pretty sick, I got pretty sick, we both got like sinus infections, things like that, and I ended up with a pink eye. I don't know how. Could have been due to the sickness, or could have been due to some of these really old eyeshadows. I got rid of everything in my empties video. I'll leave that down below. A lot of the stuff was stuff I was working on, so I have it in that video. But other things and old products, I just decided I don't want to go through pink eye again. I don't want to put really old stuff on my face, and I just want to use the products that I have before they get this old. So let's get started. I had some stuff in here because I have a lot of single eyeshadows and stuff, and then my son kind of came in here, if you saw that empties video, and helped. So we're gonna just get in here. I'm gonna share with you the products that I have in here if I use them, if I loved them, things like that. But there are some really sad products that I'm really not happy to have gone, but if I loved them, I would have used them, if you know what I mean. So I have here, this is my oldest blush. This was probably 2012, 2013. This is the Ulta Adore blush, and I had this in a project pan, and I really loved it. You could see I hit pan, there's rings, everything, but it's getting too old. I have other blushes in my collection, so I'm just gonna get rid of that. Let's see, lip products. Like I said, I had a rule for, here, I can pull up my rules for you guys who are interested, because I wrote it down on my spreadsheet. Hold on one second. Okay, so kind of for my rules, I have no eyeshadows past December of 2016. So that's about 4 years from now. Lipsticks are about 3 years. Moisturizers, cleansers, things like that are a year. Foundation is about 1.5 years. Powders is 3 years. And then like liquid lipstick, anything that has like a liquid is like 2 years. So just to kind of give you a base point, this is the Marina T Tickled Lip Gloss. I was actually wearing this earlier in December, and this is pretty old too. This is a natural product, and I believe it was starting to go bad, so I did end up getting rid of that. Now this isn't super old, but I honestly was just like, I'm not going to use it. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Banana Stick Contour, and I was gonna try and force myself to use it, but new year, new decade, I'm not gonna use it. Get rid of that. Smashbox primer water. I used up a deluxe size of this before. I believe I purchased a full size when it was like new and the fad and everything like that. I don't really like using it. I don't need to use a product like this, so I'm getting rid of that. Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer. This is a little deluxe size. I find this to be a little too thick. I honestly prefer using like a Maybelline Instant Age Rewind or a Tarte Shape Tape Concealer over using this, so I'm getting rid of that. And it was also an older product. Now this lipstick, I have something to tell you guys. So this is the Too Faced Unicorn Tears lipstick. It was a blue lipstick. I swatched this on the back of my hand. It irritated my hand so bad. It left like a red mark for 2 days on where I swatched it. So that is another reason why, and I think this was like almost a little older than 3 years, which is my cutoff. That's why I'm just getting rid of these. I don't want my skin and everything to be irritated. I'm about to throw my hair in a ponytail because it's just like, I just went to the gym, took a shower, and it's like not super cute right now. Anyway, I don't want any part of my body to get irritated. This is the Bite Agave Lip Mask. It was old. The Clove and Hollow Lip Gloss in Angelic is old. The Smashbox highlighter stick, it's old. I wasn't really using it. It was just sitting in my collection. Now I have a lot of like single eyeshadows in here. I depotted a lot back in the day, and I put in a Z palette, and I just was letting it sit there. I wasn't really reaching for it. So I have some of my Lorac Pro that was left. I have the deep purple that was left, and the black, I believe. So those were in my Z palette. I got rid of those. They were like 2012, 2013 old. Then I have, what is this? Date Night from Morphe. This was getting too old. I hardly was using these. Stila Oasis, that kind of has a dip to it, but super pretty, but it was getting old. Pacifica Trio, back when I got Ipsy bags, which was like 2014, 2015 old. I have a little, I don't even know what this is, a bunch of little random eyeshadows. Pandora's Face pink blush, that was from a Ipsy bag. I also have, I don't know if Jackson probably moved them in here, the Urban Decay Naked palette. 2012 is when I purchased it. I have another like slate. This is the Stila Sunset Cove Glitter Liquid Eyeshadow. I really love this, but it's not really, like, it's too dried up was what I'm pretty much trying to say. But I was able to use quite a bit of this up, so I need to work on the ones that I have. Other ones have dried up, and you'll see that coming here shortly. I'm really sad about this guy. Oh, another random little eyeshadow. I didn't even know what it was called, so I figured it was old. This is a NARS single eyeshadow in Europa, and I was loving this. This is one of the ones like I searched for, and my husband even knows about this, but that got too old. Like, these things are like so sad, but I need to just use the ones I have currently, and then I can purchase more once I rotate out. Urban Decay Naked palette, like I said, I have Buck and what other shade was this? Naked were the two that were depotted, and they're too old. I have other browns in my collection. Benefit Hoola, that was like 2011, 2010. Do you see how disgusting and bumpy and like that stuff needs to go, guys? Bare Minerals, the one, I got this on recommendation from Makeup by Tiffany D a long time ago, and it is old. This should have been in my empties, but I have an Essence All About Matte Fixing Compact. I use these up all the time. It wasn't in my empties because I guess my kid took it out and was playing with it. The Clinique Heather Pop Cheek Pop. I loved this, but not enough to use so much of it in the time that I got it. This was back in 2015. Urban Decay Diamond Dog. My husband actually got this for me for Christmas in my stocking that year, and it has too much glitter fallout. I didn't like it, so I didn't use it. The e.l.f. Daily Brush Cleaner. I don't think this is super old, but I don't use it, so I'm just getting rid of it out of my collection. Kat Von D Paranoid. It's a blue eyeshadow. Relatively, I think it was like at the cusp of 2016. But my husband said I don't really use it, so I get rid of that and just start working on the oldest stuff that I have in my collection. This was in my empties. My kid must have been playing with it. The Hourglass Caution Extreme Lash Mascara. I did like that. Not enough to purchase it again though. The NARS Chelsea's Girl Lip Gloss. This is over a year and a half old. I have been using it. I was using it in a project pan, but it's too old now. I have other things I can work on. Anastasia Beverly Hills Lipstick in Dusty Mauve. I got this the same time as my Subculture palette. Now my Subculture palette is not that old yet, but lipsticks do have a 3-year time span, so it makes me know that I need to start using my Subculture palette a little bit more this year. Another random little eyeshadow. This is another concealer that hit that 2-3 year mark. This is the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Full Coverage Anti-Aging Concealer, and this was just too thick. I didn't really enjoy using it. My Kat Von D liquid lipstick in Dreamer. This is a bright blue lipstick, liquid lipstick. It started smelling bad, so I knew that was old. Stila glitter eyeshadow in Smoky Storm is too dried up. I hardly used it, which is such a bummer. And then I have OC Essential Hydrating Oil. I just know personally I'm not going to use it, so I wanted to get rid of that. And then in here is an Anastasia single eyeshadow in Rosette, which I'm really, really disappointed and sad about this one, that it has gone bad. Come on, there you go. So I just need to use my high-end products before they go bad, pretty much. Okay, time to get into this big bag full of disappointment. So this has a lot of skincare, but it also has a lot of eyeshadow palettes. Let's get into this. So I have from Organic Pure Care the Beauty Conditioner 10 Secrets Argan Oil. I just don't like this. Honestly, I believe I got it for free and I just didn't enjoy using it. This is a couple years old, like over 2 years old. Pixie Glow Tonic. I remember really liking it, but then I couldn't use it when I was pregnant, and I kind of forgot about it since Jackson was born, and Jackson was born almost 2 years ago, so it's getting old. I may repurchase that. Then I have a Beauty Blender Solid Cleanser. This, I couldn't open it. It looks disgusting inside. I've had it for over 2 years. I need to just get rid of that. Origins Ginseng Eye Cream. Too old and not going to repurchase it. The Kate Somerville Eradicate acne treatment. I really enjoyed using this. I couldn't use it when I was pregnant, and I just honestly, again, forgot about it. It got lost underneath my bathroom sink, so it got old and it's gone. I have a hairspray here. This is back in 2011. This is the Healthy Sexy Hair Soy Touchable Argan Oil Hairspray. I really enjoyed this. I did get a new one, not of this, but of the Kenra hairspray, so I will be using that. I'll have an Ulta haul coming soon. I have this Dickinson's Witch Hazel Pore Perfecting Toner. I never used this. I got it as a gift and is definitely over 2 years old now. This is the blush palette that Ashley was talking about and that I love, and kind of spurred on that I just need to, even though I love it and enjoy it and really sad to see it go, it's time to go. So I did a full like review and everything on this palette. I'll leave it down below, but it is gone. It did have some good use out of it. You can see I really enjoyed Doll Face. There is some pan in that one, but it's old, guys. It's old. I don't want it on my face. I don't want any irritations, and I have other blush palettes and blushes I need to be working on. I have the L'Oreal Pure Sugar Scrub. I also did a full review on this. This is definitely over 2 years old as well, so I wanted to get that out. Origin's Drink Up Intensive is too old. I tried to pan it a while ago and then I just really didn't enjoy using it, so I'm getting rid of that. Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. Guys, this is such old packaging. Gotta go. The Origin's Modern Friction. This is a physical exfoliant for your face, and it's too old now. I kind of enjoyed it. I don't know. It was one of those things, like I went to an Origins event, they put it on, it felt really good, and then I just really didn't use it at home myself. Also got this, the Origins Clear Improvement Charcoal Mask. My husband and I were obsessed with this mask back in the day, but this is way too old now, and I don't know if we're gonna repurchase it. It's just finding the time to do a face mask. It's kind of hard right now. I have a Pacifica. This is the Pore Refine Deep Detox Mask. Again, it's too old now, and I really didn't enjoy that one. This is Bite Beauty Lipstick and Pepper. I really enjoyed this. It's past that 3-year mark. I don't see anything wrong with it, but it is a more natural ingredient. I loved this color though, so once I get through a couple of my other lipsticks, I may end up repurchasing that. From Ole Henriksen is the Nurture Me Moisturizing Cream. It's over a year old. Like, I wasn't messing around, guys. I'm trying to just get rid of the old and work on what is like 4 years old, like within the 4-year range. I still have quite a bit of stuff, but like I said, I got rid of a lot of stuff this swipe. I'm really not happy about it, but I feel like you have to get rid of that stuff to use the stuff that is still good. So now into the palettes. Are we ready? Too Faced Little Black Book of Bronzers. This is 2015 old. I tried to pan it last 2 years. Didn't get to do it. That is where I ended off on this palette. I really enjoyed using this. Thing is though, since it's so old, a lot of these bronzers Too Faced doesn't make anymore, so I am sad to see it go, but I do have other bronzers in my collection. Actually, not really. I think I have one bronzer in my collection, but I think that's really all you really need, honestly. But I might go get a Too Faced bronzer. I really like the Milk Chocolate Soleil. That was awesome. And Endless Summer, but I don't think make that anymore. The Too Faced Peppermint Mocha palette. I was collecting all their little Christmas palettes. These are, I think, 2015 or earlier. Of course they are, because I kept 2016. So Peppermint Mocha is gone. I also am letting go of Eggnog Latte. I believe the other one I decluttered already. It's another Christmas palette from Too Faced. I actually was thinking about trying to pan this one for 2020. I tried using it on my eyes, what was it, a couple weeks ago, and the pigmentation was really, really bad. Some of these had like little bumpies and stuff in it, and I don't want that on my eyes. So getting rid of that. 2 more palettes. These are the saddest ones. We have my Anastasia Beverly Hills Self-Made palette. This is 2014, 2015 old. So pretty. This is the eyeshadow palette that made me fall in love with Anastasia Beverly Hills. You could see I don't have any good dips or anything. I was pan that paletting other stuff, so this kind of got pushed to the side and got old. So really sad about that. I do really love pink champagne. I think I have a single of pink champagne currently, but guys, the glue even came off of my palette. It's too old, too old. Other one is the Too Faced Chocolate Bonbons palette from Too Faced. I loved this one as well, but it's just too old now. 2015. So 2015 was definitely the year that I became Sephora Rouge. I became like platinum or ultra diamond or whatever that was back in the day. But all this stuff just went bad. Okay. Moving on, those are all my palettes. Then I have a Smashbox Photo Finish Hydrating Under Eye Primer. It's too old. Milani Bella Eyes in Bella Copper. This is a gold eyeshadow. I believe this was still like December 2016, but I told my husband this was like the oldest eyeshadow in my collection. He's like, get rid of it, don't focus on it, you have other eyeshadows that are more high-end, more expensive. So I didn't use this, barely used this the past couple of years, so I'm just getting rid of that. I have a nail polish here, the Sinful Colors Ruby Ruby. I highlight here from Too Faced. This is Rosy Glow. And I was trying to pan this too, but it's definitely too old. It even is getting little bumpies. You can't really see it, but getting bumpies. Have some liquid highlighters. The Josie Maran Argan Illuminizer highlighter. It's just too old. Oh, I have another little palette here. This is the Smashbox Contour Palette. I really enjoyed using this, but it definitely is too old. It was the beginning of 2016. I was able to hit pan on a lot of these, so I'm happy about that progress. But yeah, I may purchase a full size of this though once I reevaluate my situation. Ole Henriksen True Serum. I really enjoyed using this. It's past that 1-year mark. Also is over their 6 months that I have on here, so I'm getting rid of that. I don't think I'd repurchase it. It was definitely something I really enjoyed using, but realistically I'm not going to use a big bottle like that. Maybe I'll buy a deluxe size or something like that if I do think about using that. Too Faced Melted Liquid Lipstick and Chocolate Milkshake. I really enjoyed this, so I may purchase it again in the future. Anastasia Lip Gloss in Vintage. Old. The Tarte Liquid Concealer in Stunner was too old. Burt's Bees Tinted Lip Balm in, what was this? I really liked this one. What was this? Red Dahlia. This was really nice. It reminded me of, I had a Clinique lipstick that I really loved. I used up one of these and this one just got lost in my collection. I have another hair care product. This is the Healthy Sexy Hair Soy Tri-Wheat Leave-In Conditioner. Just got too bad. Then I had the Ole Henriksen Invigorating Night Transformation Gels, too old. The Kat Von D Liquid Lipstick in Lovesick. The Urban Decay Meltdown Makeup Remover Lip Oil Stick. That just got really disgusting. I had a Lauren B Reparative Cuticle Oil. A Little Guy of the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion is too old. Almost done, guys. There's a lot of highlighters here. I have the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in, what is this one? Opal Liquid Guy. A lip gloss in Ravish from, I don't know what that's from. Trestique little highlighter. I have 2 Cover FX Illuminating Drops. I loved these back in the day, but they're getting old. They're liquid products. They're done. Then I have another lip gloss from Anastasia and Kristen. a Amulet Urban Decay liquid lipstick, and then Ole Henriksen Uplifting Transformation Eye Gel. So how much do you think I just decluttered? I am not calculating it. I know it's definitely over $1,000. Really disappointed, really sad, but honestly, it feels good to know that those are too old for my collection and it's time for them to go. And now I can focus on what is currently in my collection, what is getting old, work from 2016 on, and just be more mindful in my makeup purchases, my skincare purchases, what I'm actually going to do. Stop trying to fall into the fads of certain beauty brands and new releases coming out in this new year. So I hope this video gave you some inspiration to look in your collection, see what products you don't remember purchasing is that old, and just kind of do a nice clear out for this new decade, for this new year, and be more mindful in your purchases. If you have tons of eyeshadow palettes like I do, try not to purchase so many this next year and just use what you have. Let's try and save money this year, use our products, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video. If you want to stay up to date with me and my Project Panty journey, be sure to hit that subscribe button, that thumbs up if you like the video, and I'll talk to you in my next one. Bye.